Hi everyone, today my name is Quetta and I'm from Arbolet Bitcoin community news team. Today we have invited for interview Olivier. Olivier is the CEO of a European crypto bank. Hi Olivier.
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, how are you today?
I'm okay. It's quite cold in London. There's a snow, but I'm okay. Yeah.
Super. Okay, today Olivier, I would like to talk about more closely about ICO. If you want, you can briefly maybe explain to everyone a little bit more what actually is the European Crypto Bank.
Yeah. So for sure, the European Crypto Bank is a project of private banking for each people on cryptocurrencies market. We will advise them about their portfolios, about their wealth, how they can increase it, how they can keep it, and how they should manage it against each event in their life. And European Crypto Bank is as well a good way to have a lot of recommendations about which cryptocurrencies they should buy or sell, or etc., etc. The financial part of the project, and the other part is the other side is about tax and tax advices with us or with lawyers in your countries in case of just advice about optimization, tax optimization, or about tax litigation as well.
I mean, tax issue is always obviously important, and many people who are invested into the cryptocurrencies are going to be obviously asking about the solutions and how things will work with taxes in their own countries, etc. So I think this is great. So you will help people also with this, I understand?
Yes, it's great to say that, because this is a question we have every day from our community, which is, can you help me in my country about my benefits I made and who are hidden, because I didn't declare them, and I could have a lot of trouble with that, especially with my bank, who should declare me if my bank suspected me about fraud. So it's a huge and massive problems in Europe, everywhere in the world from now. And I will say something about the blockchain. Each people in the world, they can download a blockchain, a full blockchain. They can see a lot of details of people. Often names are hidden, but you have dates, amounts, quantity of tokens, coins traded. You can maybe find someone with his IP. So you have a lot of details. So it's impossible to stay hidden like that if you made a lot of profit, because a lot of governments are working on that, because they want to collect a lot of tax on this community who invested before each people in the world, and who is locked with his crypto wealth from now. So what we will offer to them is first to have a lot of getaways to invest in all traditional assets. And we will announce very soon an agreement, for example, to provide physical gold to people who would buy some gold, on the crypto sphere. But it could be to invest in real estate, in art, in a lot of other assets. But by the way, I think my theory is soon a lot of regulation will arrive. A lot of people should be declared by their bank to their government about their business on cryptocurrencies, because a lot of them, they use their credit cards to start. It's quite simple. And which platform will support them in that issue? No way. We are alone to provide that, to be able to explain to the bank, to your bank, how did you made your profits, to assist you in declaring them if you are late as well. And in case of litigation, to ask to a lawyer in your country, a specialized lawyer on cryptocurrencies, to accompany you in that way.
Okay, guys, so the cryptocurrency plus European crypto bank is going to be very unique for this. The ICO, which is actually using to fund this project, is already started.
Yeah.
How is it going?
It's not so bad. It's not so bad. We have distributed over 5 millions of tokens from now.
Mm-hmm.
And we expect a lot more because we expect to distribute over 700 million tokens to our customers.
Mm-hmm.
And it's one unique token from now.
Mm-hmm.
And all token holders will swap them to one non-anonymous token named token E for investment, for all investment services we will provide. So then for the wealth management side of the bank, and they could swap a part of the full amount of their tokens to the token S for services. This is for the tax services, and each will be tradable.
You actually have two different tokens, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you're actually accommodating also the wealthiest people, obviously the smaller investors as well.
Yeah, exactly. Each investor could buy our tokens because if you need a lawyer, if you need advice in tax, you can use the token S, for example, in asking us any assistance. But if you just want to have access to our recommendation portal, about which cryptocurrencies you should buy or sell, you will use the token E, for example. If you want more, you will need to buy a lot of token E if you want to enjoy our token high. But the good thing is, you know what? From now, you have the choice between decentralized exchange.
Mm-hmm.
So you stay anonymous. You are fully illegal, like as the peer-to-peer. Do you remember 10 years ago when we could download a lot of movies illegally on internet? And after that, you had the choice between something legal, like as Netflix, or the choice to meet the police in front of your door each morning at 6 a.m. So this is the same choice with European crypto bank. We could maybe say we are the Netflix on the wealth management industry on cryptocurrencies. People have the choice to take a lot of benefits, to be supported in declaring them, and to fully enjoy them after that in investing in each traditional asset. It could be, it could be to buy a flat or one house for their holidays, and at the moment it's really hard to do that. So this is our ambition to provide that.
Tell me actually, what is actually the weakest part of the traditional banking system compared to like the blockchain? How actually blockchain can solve the weakest parts of it?
Traditional banks are very happy about the blockchain because their ambition is to create their own blockchain and to keep the control on their customer, But I read a lot of things about, for example, the Ripple, a lot of people they say on internet, Ripple is maybe most best cryptocurrencies because they work with a lot of bank system, but it's not really true because at the same moment, traditional banks, they use at the moment and in the past a system named SWIFT. If you want to send some money to Japan, you have to use the SWIFT system. But SWIFT is a company in USA and they are building their own blockchain as well, So the problem in the future is the bank system will not have any control on his customers. It's finished for now, because it's so amazing to see with the blockchain. You can choose a service in few seconds and to be delivered, So banks could not do that. So they have to open their mind on the blockchain. But at the same moment, banks are saying people who use cryptocurrencies are in a case of a massive fraud, And it doesn't make sense because a lot of frauds were made with fiat and were less made with cryptocurrencies as well. So it doesn't make sense. There is a bad relationship between traditional banks and crypto community at the moment, but with regulation, a lot of new investors, I name them traditional investors who are on financial market, for example, at this moment, will join crypto market. So it's a nightmare for banks, and we are ready for this nightmare. We want we want to teach new investors. We can accompany them to open, for example, one Ethereum wallet. We have put a video about that. We can accompany them in explaining how it works, which risks there are, and after that we will accompany them to explain to their traditional bank in their normal life how they made a lot of money. Just my vision is just each people on cryptocurrencies should be proud to have made benefits, and it should be so easy for them to explain, and not to say I am maybe a billionaire on Bitcoin, but sorry, I can't use it. I can't use it, in my normal life. So this is our ambition.
Yeah, I believe crypto bank definitely will solve many issues within this field. Yeah. And I think nicely you can put together also the standard classical banking and crypto banking together. So I think this is the future of the financial world, I guess. Now regarding ICO, what is the plan, and obviously what's the next steps going to be? Do you have any already exchanges already lined up, or what are your plans?
We are negotiating with some exchange at the moment, but I would not say more from now because it's quite long, about negotiation. But our ambition is to be tradable, after the KYC. So just after the swap, we will offer to each token holders. After that, we will be listed. The two tokens will be listed. So if people want to use one, they can sell it. They can sell them. But I will advise to some people to keep their token S. I
was just about to ask you that. Yeah, maybe sometimes it's better certain tokens to hold than sell them straight away.
Yeah.
Especially something like obviously crypto bank, isn't it? You're having, so I think that's going to be only advantage for clients to keep the tokens and sell them straight away.
Yeah. When we have built the token systems on that, we will provide to some token holders for investment. So we will buy back a lot of tokens each year with 6% of our turnover. And for others, the token S, about lawyers, we will offer a reward of 5% of new tokens each year. So, because I think a lot of tax litigation will appear in Europe and it will increase in the next years, I suspect the token S to be most reached by investors after that. So
would you advise even like a small investors to invest in your ICO project?
Yeah, they can invest in buying a minimum of 20 tokens. It's just around, let me think, it's just around 12 euros. That's nothing.
That's very low, yeah, that's a small investment because some ICO project obviously limited to your minimum investment. So this is good, this is open up your completely also different market as well.
We want to be one universal bank. So we want any investors because it's a good way to stay in a relationship with small investors and to understand what they need, So why we have decided to open for a small amount to each people.
Thank you, Olivier. Anything else you want to add maybe before we finish?
But just follow us on all social medias, and join the European Crypto Bank community, in visiting our website, europeancryptobank.io. And you can have a look on the MVP on europeancryptobank.com, right?
Yeah, definitely. Thank you. And ICO is at the moment running, so anyone who wants to invest. I'm going to be one of them as well because I think this is an amazing project.
Yeah.
I wish you all the best of luck, and I hope we will speak very soon, and we will discuss the project.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Thank you, Olivier, for your time today.
Thank you. Bye.